evening. Another fun edition of me hitting the wrong button, and by that time it was already too late. Hello, welcome all. Tuesday with Todd. It is the August 26th edition of it. How are you doing? First up, let me know if you can see me and hear me. So I make sure that we're good to go right there. Tonight, topics of discussion. We got another mini pack, new money bundle, new mini. We got a new mini thing. We got a new mini thing. 5 new designs we're dropping tonight, plus the addition of one of our best selling fonts of all time. It's one of my favorite fonts. I use it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's included in this one. So that's what we have here tonight. Keep your comments coming in here. If you're watching replay, team replay, folks, team replay that up for it. We will get into all of the funness. Listen, it has been a day. Okay, let me feel. We're going to start these off. So probably this week, next week, the week after that, we'll kind of start off with the TRW State of the Union address. Like that. That sounds official and fun, right? Something like that. We'll check in, then we'll get to that. Scatterbrained. I've learned I have to slow down. Thank you, Hall of Fame members, for reminding me that. Hall of Fame, you got our back. We got yours. I'm going to try and be really good at this and not clickety click clack click click click. I'm going to go through it. Jewel, new member. Jewel, thanks for becoming a member. Russeline, is there somewhere I can find all of the info for Color Spark adhesive and HTV? Just bought a ton and have no idea what grid tape to use and what temps cut settings to use. I was trying to get all of it organized. It's completely gone from the website. I am low-key panicking. Don't worry, because I spent a ton of money and now I'm like, what did Matt say about this? I'm feeling so lost. Are you not carrying grid tape either anymore? Yes, I think we have that. There's some of the stuff we are, some of the stuff we aren't. A lot of it is we're going through stuff. Wrestling, I do believe, I will make a note of this, because I believe there was a sheet that we had for application instructions and things like that for the Color Spark. So I will check, and then we'll get back to you. So I'll know for sure on that. So that way that we know. But I do believe the grid tape all came with us. I'm almost positive. We're still going through stuff. I'll get through the comments and I'll come back. State of Union, that should help put stuff there. It is Fat Dick. That's me. That's me. That's me. I'm not drunk. I'm not either. Not even close. Not even yet. Not that I would be, but you know how it goes. I don't even know what the colors are and what some change to. Okay, here's the tip for it. Here's the tip for it. Take it outside. If it changes color, it's UV. Then it shows the color of it. Put it in the freezer. Changes color. It's temperature change, and there's the color of it. That's the way that I learned how to do it when I was packing orders and nothing was labeled. Was I took it outside? Okay, that's this color. I put it in the freezer. Okay, that's the color. That's how I was able to do it in there for it. Crystal, welcome in. We're glad here we are. My dog's barking. That's the thing is I said, hey, just keep the dog from barking. Just keep the dog from barking. Dog hasn't barked for 2 hours. Minute I go live, let's make the dog bark. That's what I love. I love that. I love that. And Rich was asking Russeline, colors should be listed on your order. Yes, they are, but some of them did not have tags on them. That's what she's running into, Rich. As they were packing orders and just shipping things out, some of them didn't have the tag on them. So UV color changing ones, I think, were one of those. I think Pilar's on a quest right now. Quest for a starter of some sort, if I remember correctly. So she may pop in, she may not. Let's see. And if you have rules of color changing, I did that. The King bundle. Here we go. All the white ones outside. No change. They're UV. Ice on them. Change. See, that's what we did. We did for that. Kevin, good evening to you, my friend. I put some in the freezer and then picked up outside. It did not change. There we go. See? I just walked into my office, look at a box, walk back out. That is kind of what I did as well today. We got, I think it was 40 cameos went out. 40 cameos. There'll be another 12 to 16 that go out tomorrow. Those orders placed today. We're starting to pack up orders. I'm going to burn through the comments real quick to see if there's other stuff here. And then anything, we'll get back into it, back to what I say. Rich, I may still have that available, but may not be sorted in 100%. 100% Rich. That's what we're going through. That is only because Crystal doesn't like my morning music. So that's what she got. And hey, Gloria, get off that's my good morning music. That's my good morning stuff. No, I've used that one before and it was in an intro and stuff. So okay. Me over here like, why is that music still going? No, you're not. We're gonna make it play all of the time. All the time. We're gonna get it going through it and be rocking and rolling and seeing here. Yes, 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 every day. Every day, yes, yes, we're going through it. I'm just catching up on the stuff. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, Jesse. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Shonda. Hello, Patty. Hello, Betty. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Danielle, and hello, Pilar. And let's see, did I get everybody in there? Um, Michelle, come on. You can use it for so much more than rhinestones. I use it for everything, everything I do. And hello, Renee. Hello, Renee. Renee, we might be calling upon your organizational spirit animal in the next coming weeks as we go through this. Hey, that's what we got. Okay. So, State of the Union on TRW. Orders are starting to ship out. Okay. We said 10 to 15 business days. We did not realize how much of an undertaking this was going to be because when things were packed up, we gave a list of how we wanted it packed up. Okay. And we still had other things to do while we were down there, training on the system, training on the CAMS machine, training how the back end stuff worked, going over marketing stuff, going over accounting stuff, going over all these other things. So we figured it was in the hands of the movers. Here's what it is. We imagine our surprise when we start opening stuff and nothing's labeled and nothing's how we wanted it to do. Imagine our surprise when you have stuff where we knew that 10 boxes of rhinestones of the way that they're stacked on the shelf can fit in the box, and then it could go upside down there. And imagine our surprise when that stuff's all just dumped in a box, and you have no clue what's there because some stuff isn't labeled. So it has been a chore. It's been a chore to go through it, but slowly but surely we're getting through it. Orders started getting packed up and shipped out today, and we'll continue that. The goal, we're crossing our fingers, is that we're back to normal shipping times by early next week. It's a 3-day weekend. Typically, we have fun on the last weekend, the last holiday of the summer. Not this year. Our fun is making sure we're getting our orders out to you guys. So we're pushing through that, and the goal is by early next week. So by Tuesday, Wednesday, everything is caught up and shipped out. So we're going, just give us a little more time. Ask for a little more patience with that, and we're rocking through that. And then we'll be back at full strength. There's some changes that are coming, and it's nothing that'll affect you guys. Things on the back end to help make our team stronger and more efficient. And so we're working through the processes on those. There's some systems we've never worked with before, so we're trying to figure those out and not screw everything up, because that's amazing. That's really amazing to think that you can hit a wrong button and lose $5,000. So that's scary, and we're getting through it. Our goal is to get through all of that, be back to full shipping by next week of normal timelines for it, and then the next project after that is to start on the remodel of the home shop, so that way the CAMS machines can come in, and then we can be ready to go with those by October 1st. So we'll have shipping back on track by next week, and then it's work on bringing the cams back online by the 1st of October. We've got a lot of things happening that we're shooting for October-ish to happen. Wizard 6 launching as a subscription base. I know. Go ahead, get it out, yell, la, 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 la. It's going to be subscription based. So that's coming out. We'll have that. We are also on our print side of our business. For those that don't know, we do have a print company, and that's what allowed us to get into this market and purchase TRW. But so we do signs, banners, decals, DTF transfers. That's a big part of what we're doing now is the DTF transfers. Well, we have a library system where we have access to, or the rights to print commercial artwork. You can go into the library, find those. Yeah, I want 5 of that Halloween design and that one and that one. Problem is that system does not integrate with our e-commerce solution. So we need to make it integrate. That's going to cost thousands. And we're doing it because that's part of what we need to do to make the business run efficiently. So that will come. That will happen in October. So we'll have our DTF transfers online. You'll be able to build the gang sheets right there. Super simple, super easy to use in the library of thousands of pieces of artwork that you'll be able to order transfers from pretty sweet with that. And we'll be doing drops and launches and things like that. So you will see those. So we've got that coming. We've got Wiz 6 coming. We have got hopefully the cams back online and running. So we're rock solid with that. And then we can start that push, for Christmas stuff, right? That's the goal, is to get everything all back up online there, get all the pieces in place to be able to do that. And then just kind of go through everything that we have, because when I tell you we bought everything. There's a lot of things that we're just not sure what it is that we bought. There's things that were in cases that need to be labeled. We're not 100% sure what is in those cases, so we've got to go through that. It is legit like Christmas morning every time we open up a box. So it's amazing to be able to go through and be like, oh, what's this? I found mixed bags of flatback unicorn. I think that was right. Yeah. Corey saw those and she's like, ooh, I got to handstone some stuff. I'm like, yeah, you do. You got to put that out of there. So it'll be there for it, and yeah, we'll be along for that fun ride there. Uh, just got a text from the Lily. You're wanting a showing at 8:30, kind of short notice. I would say so, but do we want to sell? We want to sell, right? Um, and let's see, selling the kind of inherited. Oh, that's what Debbie was doing, moving there. More changes in Lost. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that just didn't work. I'm hoping for a Labor Day sale. I've got things ready to go. I will tell you, Kevin, there will not be a Labor Day sale. The reason being is I didn't want to run any sales as a company on physical products, because it sucks that we give you guys a great deal on stuff and then you can't have your stuff because we're not shipping it out. So that's why we're running the great deals on all the digital products, because digital bloop, 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 shows up. It's magic. You can have that. Physical products, no. There won't be any big Labor Day ones. Unless you want a cameo. Cameos are on sale. Those are rock solid. We're burning through those, and so that way we can get it. But don't look for a Labor Day sale. Just order the stuff, and we're getting it on there and rocking and rolling. Does that mean I might see my missing order sign? Cheryl, send in. Ladies, let me know what that one, because I think everything was taken care of. I don't know, Cheryl. You emailed in with an order number and what was missing? Because it doesn't ring a bell to me. Crystal or Pilar probably have a way better handle on that than I do. Because I will tell you right now, everybody, take a deep breath. Say thank you, Crystal and Pilar, for all that you do. Say it one more time. I didn't hear it. Okay, that's what I need to hear, because they are rocking and rolling on that back end to keep everybody happy, and that's where I'm getting help from them on a lot of tasks that they do. How can we use some systems in place to help, streamline that? So really looking forward to what we can do with that. So that way it'll be able there. Mary, yes, it will be a subscription. How it worked for people with Wiz 5 or less? Wiz 5, everything 5 and less will work, no problem. There's just no longer support for it. We have two options for it. The Wizard was either going to a subscription model or it was going away altogether. It has lost, over $250,000, and that's just facts, because it is not brought in what it's cost to run it, and the only way to make it make sense is to do a subscription model. So if you have Wiz 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, all of those will still work as they are. But if you have any issues with it, look for videos, look for asking groups, because as far as going in with it, customer service will not be able to help you. We will only support 6. Now we will support 5 through the end of the year. So we will get that going for it. And there will be doing, there'll be some deals when it finally comes through. And well, I'm thinking by Christmas I'll be able to get with 6 instead of January. I'm doing a little bit of very nice, Carol. We got you. Don't rush for that. I told you we'd take care of you on that. Your hockey obsessed daughter is loving the new hockey designs. Awesome. They are rock solid. It won't be a Black Friday. It'll probably be a Black November. Traditionally, I would run sales in November because it is my birthday month. And so that's what we would do. Is we did the 14 Days of Todd one year. We've done, one year we were on a Disney vacation for my birthday, so we did a Disney sale. Not Disney. We didn't sell Disney stuff. It was, I think Disney was the code to save, but we did a lot of We do a lot of fun stuff when it comes to the holidays. And now we got to get this going and be ready to go. And Kimmy says, got to wait till payday on the 1st to get my new cutter. Which one are you looking to get? Which one are you looking to get now? Awesome, Tim. Tim's a tinter. T-Town Tints t-shirts. That's what it is. That's what it is. Beat me to it, Tim. I was one of the same. We'll have some stuff in there. Um, Hottronics cat press that can ship from Stalls, so that'd be easy. Yeah, yeah. Anything like that, because Stalls is all drop ship stuff. So yep, Stall stuff super easy and be able to do. The cameos, yep, they're dropping those in there for it. So look at that. See, they're getting love they deserve. They deserve. You know, it's like giving, it's like, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Yes, Barb. So in Wizard 6, some of the features that we can talk about is things that I think one of the biggest ones that I love personally as a designer is, when you have I'll show you. I'll show you, but I can't show you because I don't want you to see the screen just quite yet. So I'm gonna I'm gonna move some stuff. I'm gonna move some stuff before we get into it. And we need to show an entire screen on this one because that's how we see the wizard. There, so typically on the wizard, when we go this way with it, I'm gonna put me down in the corner. Um, when we want to export, we can put our name here, and then we've got to click each one of these. Okay, so we'll save it as a PDF. Then we got to come back and we can save it as a PNG. Then we come back as an EPS, and then we come back as an SVG, and we come back as a Corel and what version, yada yada yada. And the new one, you will be able to do it here, and all of these are check boxes. So you'll check the ones that you want to do, and boom, done. So right there, as a designer, that will save you time. Time is money. That's happening. You're also going to be able to add new stone colors and new HTV colors. That's another fun feature that is coming. And then there is going to be a name drop feature where you can upload a CSV file for names and numbers, and that will all come in there. So yeah, there's some definite fun new stuff coming. And the great thing about this is there's some of the stuff that we're testing that isn't quite there yet, which is fine because when you're on the subscription model, you're not waiting until a year, 2 years, 5 years in this case for the next version to come out. As soon as we're good to go with it, you're on the subscription. Hey, yep, just re-download. We're good to go. So it should be able to rock and roll, and that's what we're looking for on it. And can you believe you have 3 Scorpios? Yeah, that's why. That's why. Deals on Krell? No. Krell, I don't think I've seen anything. Oh, no, the Humble Bumble deal is still going on. Who told me that? Somebody told me that the Humble Bumble deal for 2024 is still going on. So hopefully somebody can share that in the comments because that was going there. Cameo 4s, 129. Let's blow those bad boys out. Uh, let's see. I bought a Cameo 4 and I'm lost. Cannot find help in no place. Phil gave me a manual, but I'm still lost. I do not know how to cut. Can somebody help me? There, we have a ton of videos on the website on going through that. Which issues are you having with it? That's right. Day after. That's right. That is right. The day after with it for there. Just let's see. Just before Thanksgiving for my birthday. So it switches every year, right, Carol? I told you about. Yeah, that's right. This Plard told me. I knew somebody told me about it. Romeo is great, but really love my Puma. We're gonna have 3 Pumas. I do know that. I did not read the fine print because I didn't buy it. I'm already on the subscription base. So, what's the fine print, Renee? Tell me what the fine print is. Tell me what the fine print is. And yes, email in, and we should be able to get you some links and some videos to help you with that. And Pilar just posted a link to go check it out. So, State of the Union is as follows. We're working our tails off. We've had people in helping Corey sort stuff, go through stuff. We're going to, still be posting pictures of it. Building wise, we're just going to build something in the spring. I mean, that's when we're looking at the stuff that we've looked at is either too small, has too many stairs, doorway's not big enough, no door, like not a loading dock type door or double doors that we're able to get pallets in and out of. Rent super high, building super old, lease minimum 3 years, a lot are wanting 5, and that's just not what we want to do. So, between our indoor storage units that we've got 5 or 6 of those, we can run stuff out of that and we will be perfectly fine until we are able to get what we want. We're not going to settle on just getting by and having something we don't like and being stuck for 3 to 5 years, and we can build something we want. So that is the goal of it through there. And we'll keep you updated on that. But right now, we're getting stuff unloaded, we're getting stuff packed, we're getting stuff shipped out. That started today. So little by little, day by day, we will continue to catch up on things, and we will see we'll see what we can do, and kind of go there. And Cameo or Solar for cutting rhinestone patterns of flock, which is the best in these? I love the Cameo. I haven't used the Solo a whole lot for cutting flock, but the Cameo I did. In fact, the Cameo, I was strictly the Cameo until we got our Graph Tech. I bought a Cameo specifically for cutting flock because my old cutter, the old Busy Bee, was not the greatest at it. So the Cameo crushed it on the flock, 100% hands down. Loved the Cameo for that. Now, going to that, we will be having there yeah, that should be there. Mary, will Tier be doing updates? Will you, your Wonder team, be tracking considering customer issues with the softwares? Absolutely. One of the things that we're trying to figure out how we can implement is you can fix problems yourself. What? Well, there's a lot of resources that we've had, and so it's a lot of questions. So can we put, the AI chatbot in there to be able to answer those questions? So when you're working at, 3 in the morning on Sunday morning, and you're like, oh, I got this error. What is it? You can go in there and do type, 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 and then it comes up. So that one will take a little time to build from the library, but yes, to make it a lot easier for things to go through. And we'll definitely be keeping track of updates, doing everything that needs to be done, and make it good from there. So yes, we'll be supporting 6, no problem, and Wiz 5 support will be continuing for the rest of the year. Okay, so what do you say we get into? Do you have any questions on what's going on State of the Union TRW? Now is your time. Forever hold your peace until our next show. Because remember, Tuesday with Todd every Tuesday this same time. We also have Morning Mindset Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you go up and you become a member, right? You go up to All Star, you get a training once a month on those. If you're Hall of Fame, you get dose a week. We do that Tuesday, Thursday. So we had a good one today. What did we talk about today? It was some color changing stuff, and there was something else. We built a fun little template, and somebody said, I was like, here, we can do a live template real quick. So those are always amazing things to go check out. Plus, there's some pretty sweet perks you get with that. Um, so it might be just go ahead and the girls can put the list down there on what it is, and you'll be able to do it for it. So that's what we got up there. So until the spring physics produces, we'll take 15 days. Spring physics produces. I'm not sure I get that. Right now, 10 to 15 business days is what we're saying. We're hoping by next week, everything is back in order. So that's what we're hoping. We're starting with the orders that were on. What orders were there? It was the orders. I think all the orders from the 4th and 5th are done. Yeah, and so we're right there on the 10 to 15 business days, right? Right, 1, 2, yeah, yeah, because there's 5, 10. It was today, so we're pushing right there at the edge of it, but we're hoping that everything cleared up by Tuesday, back on track. So we're fist pumping for. We're working for that. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and post the link in here for tonight's mini pack. Right? Yeah, we got the mini pack, Sports Volume 3 mini pack. That's what we have tonight. You're going to be able to go check it out. Score it right here. And the thing I love about this mini pack is it does have the stadium font in it. It's my favorite one. Favorite is I use it so much with so many different things with it. And here are add to the stage, and let me move myself down in the corner. Hello, here are the 5 designs that are included in tonight's thing. We've got this guy right here. We've got this guy right here. We have got, we're gonna, why aren't you moving, homie? Because I didn't grab you. There you are. And we've got this one right here. And we've got this one, maybe, that will move. That guy right there. And this one right here. So these are the 5 that we got. We're gonna go through them. First up, does everybody know how live templates work? Because I thought we did, but I know that some people are new and some people don't understand what a live template is. And so to explain that to you real quick, basically a live template is as we see something like in this design here, we tried to type this out. It will keep this same style that's right here with it. If we come over to our handy dandy wizard tool, where the hell did my end go? What just happened? What just happened? Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't know where that. Let's bring up the wizard docker. Let's see live template editor. Where did it go? What happened to the screen? It's like the screen went. Oh, Todd, you idiot! Jeez, I scared myself. I didn't know where it went. I didn't know where it went. Like, what happened? And then I noticed up in the corner it wasn't there. Okay. First, from your wizard, if you click right here, and by right here, I got this little arrow here that's pointing, and right here there's a little Docker tool. So we'll open and close the TRW Design Wizard Dockers. We click on that, we have our live template editor, our magic patterns, and our monogram. We're going to use the live template editor, and that is going to bring up our live template editor. And this, my friends, is where some magical things can happen. Now we're going to work on the Ponderosa football one. So if we find text, right? It brings up here Ponderosa. We know this is football. You know what? I'm going to change some stuff. And this is something that I was confused with at the beginning, trying to put things where they needed to be on things. Oh yes, you also get the file. I need to like stop where something is so I remember where it is. No, Wizard will, that is a totally separate thing from Hall of Fame and Wiz 6. Two separate things right there for it. Let's see, where's that one there? I did pull a Tim. I did. If you're scared, yeah, your stuff using the software in the past, absolutely. I was totally right there. I was totally right there where I was like, what happened to it? And then I found it. So like with this, everything is kind of like, where the hell is everything, right? So the way that we can fix this is if you have your design stacked, right? So if we stack this guy here, we move this guy right here, and we move this guy right here, because we've got, now they're all somewhat in a line, right? They're all somewhat in a line. And if we really want to get fancy, we can come over here, we can select them all. We can go to our edit tab in the design wizard, and we can click that, and ooh, at least now they're in a pretty line. Now, when we hit find text, look at that. Now everything is in order, okay? So Ponderosa football. Well, how about we change this to, give me some school names, folks. I need some school names, some sports, some mascots, and let's see what we can find and go with there. And then we can put this stuff in there. Oh, we can see where I've moved some stuff over there with it. So give me those things, and we'll put it. We'll start with our school first. Oh, Whitmer. I got Whitmer. Whitmer what? So we're going with Whitmer here. So we're going to go with Whitmer. So right here, if we find all of our text, we've got Ponderosa. All right, Ponderosa's down here. So if we clear this out, and we're going to go, this is Whitmer, Hitmer, right? Whitmer, done, ready to go. Tim didn't give me anything else, so we just got Whitmer with it. But Carol gave us Dayton Dragons. So super simple to go from that to, we're going to go to Dayton, and we're going to go Dragons. So we're just going to change football to Dragons, 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 done. Oh, what's that? Anna wants us to say Toldo. That's close. How about Toledo? And they're the Tigers. Done. Ooh, Dobbin Bennett. What is that? Gloria's got the Dobbins Bennett. GBE. Hold up. BENNETT. Bennett. Indians. INDIANS, right? Nope, Indianans. Nope, how about Indians? IDIANS. So just like that. So you see how quick it is to check with these and go from the different ones that we do. So when you put it in here, you can just change it, like Dobbins. I didn't even spell Dobbins right. Look, we found Dobbins, we messed that up. The Dobbins. How about that? Easy enough to go in here and change out and do. And this way, so super simple, super easy to change this in and out of here. Now, if we've got some colors that we want to change, right? So maybe our colors aren't this red and gold, but maybe they are going to be, let's go with green, right? Let's see about a green color. So if I select the red, right? And then on your wizard here at the top, we're going to select left click for same color, select same color. So if we do here, it should find all the red. Now, if we want to take it to green, where I'm clicking on the green right here, cha-chow is all the green. Now, if I come in here and I select the gold, I selected this gold right here, and do that same thing by up here on the wizard, and I click that, it found all the gold, and green, and let's go with the other gold. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. So just like that, we used a template and we completed a new design. So now, who else should we go to? Well, this is keeping things. So now let's go find the Lions, right? Tim likes the Lions. Tim's a Lions fan. Tim's been a Lions fan forever. So we'll let Tim's go up there. Yes, right here is uppercase, lowercase, title case. And right here, this is in the live template docker, uppercase, lowercase, title case. On the wizard, hit the pop out, same thing, uppercase, lowercase, title case. There's 37 ways to skin a cat, and I've probably only do it 2 ways. So we will all figure our own way out to do the things to make this stuff work. Now, when we go through this, here's what we're looking at. So we got the Indians Air 2025 LHS. All right, LHS. We're gonna go with Tippecanoe Red Devils. All right, so Tippecanoe is probably just a THS, right? So there's THS. Oh, not that. How about that? And they are what do we say? The Red Devils. So they are the red. Oh, they are the Red Devils. Now, I'm going to guess that their colors are red. So we'll come in here and first we got to ungroup. And we do this right here at the top. For those that did not see that, I am trying to get better about showing you what I'm doing. So if I'm not showing you what I'm doing, please let me know when we're able to do it. So if uh, we need to ungroup, we come right up here at the top and you can ungroup, or you can come over here, not over there. You can come right over here in the wizard, right here at the bottom, the lower eighth in the center, and ungroup everything. So there it is, and it's ungrouped. Now we can come back, select the Red Devils. We can come back into the wizard, select the tab up here where it's left click, same color. We're going to select that. Then we're going to hit the red right there. And ta-da, now it's all red. But Todd, that's a lion. That's not a devil. Well, I'm glad you said that, because how can we fix this? Well, let's go ahead. We selected our lion, and now we're going to come over here in our live template editor, and we're going to go to change artwork. We're going to change this artwork, and it pops up another screen where it gives us where we can select our artwork from. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Do I have? I'm seeing which one I can pull it from. Which ones you guys can see and not see, because maybe there's stuff you can't see, and maybe there's stuff that you shouldn't see. And I think we have a devil in there. I think we have a devil in there, don't we? Pretty sure we have a devil in there. I'm gonna look and see. I'm gonna look and see baseball. Girls, which ones is the devil in? It sounds weird to say. Cardinals, Dragons, Ducks. Oh wait, I can move it over here. Yeah, I can move it over here and you can see it. There, it's on that. Okay, so we're looking in here. Mascots, Bulldogs, Dragons, Ducks, Hornets, Hurricanes, Indians, Knights, Lions, Longhorns, Panthers, Raiders, Rams, Rockets, Scorpions, Tigers, Tornadoes, Trojans, Spartans, Wildcats. No. All right. Let's go in the faces, and we'll see in here, bird claw, hand, face. Oh, let's see. Yeah, maybe it was here. Was it devil, BC, devil, falcon? What was that person? Owl, panther, pirates, rams, tigers, wolves. I know we have a devil because I am almost positive that I have used it on there before. I know one of these has it in here, right? Devil, warrior, seminole, jaguar, knight, pirate, Spartan, stout. Oh, maybe not. Ah, red devil. Ha ha, red devil hand. No, I want red. Okay, red. So that means there's got to be another red devil around here somewhere. Okay, now blue devil. Blue devil. Let's find a blue. You think there's a red devil? You think we get lucky and there's a red devil? Because if not, we're going to change this blue guy to a red one. Red devil. Done. Red devil. Okay, so we got our red devil. I'll hit open and it's going to go ka-ching, and it just swapped that in here. So one of the things I noticed is this one needs to be black instead of the blue. So we'll come up and we'll change that to black. Easy enough. But now there it is. There it is. We can select this and we can make this guy as big. Move him up here, move him around here, move him here. You can do whatever you want. It's your design. Live templates are not meant to be strictly stuck to it. You can change these however you see fit. They're general ideas on what you can do and how you can do that. We showed last week on where we can change some stuff around for it and get it there. How'd you get the 3-color on the Indians? What? On the Indians? I don't have an Indians. I don't have an Indians, Tim. Where do you see it at? So you'll be able to do this, change it in here, ready to go, easy as peasy, lemon squeezy, and be able to go through. Can you see where you're selecting? As far as, Anna, where you're looking on that other screen? Yes, I think you can see it now. I cannot see where. Yep, didn't see the screen. I was able to move it over. Yeah, do not click these right here. Do not click these. Only click these buttons right here in the live template. Click the bars, not the folders. Click the bars, not the folders. Pilar, that's too easy just to search. We got to go over to do that. Anna, they're probably answering the questions for me. Yeah, just search it. No. Why do you guys tell me why do you tell me to search stuff? Do you search stuff every time? I don't know. It's easier to do it the harder way. Absolutely, Barb. 100%. 100%. It's easier to do it this way for it. So no questions asked for it. So here's that one for it. Okay. Now we're going down to the Mustangs. We're going to go to the Mustangs. I'm going to find somebody else's one that I saw that we can kind of to work with it because this one is gonna be. We're gonna go with. We'll use that one for this one. So we right now are gonna go with the dual. So this is Mustangs. This is going to be in the Indians. Okay. So as we go down here, we can see the next thing says Mustangs, right? So now we're going Indians, 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 right there. Now to change the Indian, we'll ungroup right here at the top. Sorry, I got to slow down. Right here at the top, or right down here. We'll ungroup those right down here in the wizard. Ungroup everything. And if you hover over things in the wizard, I want you to look right down here in this corner, right here underneath where it says phone, right here, right here, right here. When you hover over stuff, it tells you what it's going to do. So it tells you, like right here, ungroup everything, group everything, ungroup everything selected in all groups. It tells you all the stuff you're going to do. So we ungroup that. For the Mustang, we've got the Mustang that we've selected. We just clicked on it, left click. We come up to change artwork. The bar, not the folder. We go to the bar, folks. We don't go to folders. We go to bars. Go to bars. That's what we do. We go to bars. Why do we go to bars? Because bars are fun, and that's where the magic happens. So we can change the artwork. Here's where it comes up. Well, we're going to do clip art. And let's see what I'm having for mascots. What do we say? Indians? For everybody that tells me I need to search, fine. I will search. Maybe it's because I don't know how to spell, right? Maybe it's because I don't know how to spell. So Indian. So let's see what this Indian looks like. There's an Indian. Bring it in. Ka-chow. Now we have this Indian in here. There we go. Indian in here. Grab him. We can make him however big or small that we want with it. We can change the colors. We can do everything just like before. We want the Indians. Let's say we want this to be gold, right? So we selected the Indians. I'm going to come up here once again in the design wizard, and I'm going to left click the same color. There we go. Now we have all those selected, and we can change it to whatever color we want. Maybe today they're going to be the hibiscus Indians. Hibiscus, yeah. And it just changes the color just like that. All right, next one we got LHS lacrosse, right? Well, how about this becomes the Toledo Tigers? Did we do that one? We're going to go Toledo Tigers. Even that's a Puma. We're going to go with it. So as we go through here, we're going to find text. There's the L. Change that to T. Done. Now here's something you're going to want to pay attention to, because sometimes in instances like these, there might be a little spacing where you might want to change some stuff. You totally can do that. If you don't like how this spacing looks, when you ungroup it, make sure you select the thing, because there's multiple, select the entire object because there's could be multiple layers behind there, and you put it to where you want it to go. Okay, so simple enough. And now we're not going to do lacrosse, we're just going to do a generic one. So this is going to be the Tigers. So we're going to come in here, Tigers. Done. Now we're going to click on the Puma, the Jaguar, the whatever we're going to call it, and we're going to come change artwork again. Remember, we go to bars because bars are fun. Look in clip art. So we're clicking on clip art. We're going to go to the mascots. We're going to type in tiger because that's what people want me to do, is search tiger. All right, we've got a tiger. Let's see. Let's go see what this tiger looks like. Yeah, that works for a tiger. There it is. Do we like how that tiger is? I don't know. Do we like the tiger this way? Or we can do this fun thing up here in your toolbar. Maybe in your toolbar, may not be in your toolbar. Or it may be where we just come down to, where's it at down here? We haven't edited, there's a mirror one down here too. I use it all that often. Why? Because I forget about it. So we'll use this mirror one. Click right up here where it is mirror, and boom, it moves on to the side. Nah, he doesn't look that way. He looks better this way. So there, we just created that design. All right. Next up, this one, Auburn Cheer Tiger, right? Well, I think this one is going to look pretty sweet as the battery. Oh, sheezies. Find the text so we're good. Auburn, right? And this one is going to be the Battery, Battery Creek. Battery Creek. And here's the cool thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but when it comes to, this is the TRW Stadium font. One of my favorite fonts. One of my favorite fonts, babies, because of things you can have with it. This one, depending on what you type in here, right? It can be that. It can be that. It can be that. It can be that. It can be this. Oh, wait, I can't do all that together. It can be that. It can be this. Oh, how am I doing all this? Oh, because instead of hitting numbers and things like that, you hit the shift in the number and it'll change how that looks. So let's say we like that one. Well, now we'll just kind of move that tail up in here. And when we put that all together, it'll be there for it. But let's go back to the original one that we had, because that was the one it was made for. So we can select these. We can bring these. Oop, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. That's not how I want to play this game today. We can select that. We just slide it up. That's right where it needs to go. Bring this forward, right? Just like selecting the text, coming into the wizard, hitting the front button right here. F. F is for the front, B is for the back. Brings it forward, my friends, just like that. And now these were the dolphins. So cheer. We're going dolphins. 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 There it is. Dolphins. Why did that change weird like that? No. See, it just changed back. Now, of course, we can't have a tiger. So what do? We go to bars. Bars are fun. So that's where we're going. Coming up here, change artwork at the bar. And we're going to go back into clip art. And we're going to go dolphin. Oh, yeah, dolphin. Which dolphin do we want to use? I kind of like this mean one. There's a nice mean dolphin. There it is, mean dolphin. Yeah. Go, 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 go. See, there it is. Battery Creek Dolphins. Now, so if we were setting this up, I'm going to walk you through how I would do things on it. First up, how does everybody think that sounds? This is what I'm telling you. The Wizard is an amazing, amazing, amazing piece of software. Because with the live templates, you can change the team, the school, the sport, the artwork, everything in a matter of seconds. A few clicks, you can do it. And in your business, time is money. So when you can save time, you are making more money. Money makes everything happy. Yeah, I like money. So that's what we're able to do and change those things and put where we want it to go for it. Now, with this, when we look through all of these designs, right? I'm going to show you how easy it is to create for one school. Okay. We're going to go with our daughter's middle school. Okay. So we're going to find all the text to make sure that we're on the same thing with this. Now, we're going to start here at the top. You're going to see how fast and easy it is to change all these. And I'm going to get my stuff on here. So we have got Wilson. I still can't type. Wilson. And they are the Wildcats. Done. Look, change the Wildcats down there too. Are you watching this? Watch this. We're in the right year. THS, how about Wilson Middle School? Boom. They are the Wildcats. Boom. Done. On here, because we do have to find text, because sometimes I notice sometimes things get a little lost and wonky in it, but that's not how it goes. So for the T, that's going to become a W. For the H, that's going to become an M. And then, like I said, S isn't there. Why is the S not there? I don't know. My wizard's being weird right now. My file's being weird. We'll have Pilar check it. She loves checking my files. But we've got there. This is what I mean, how when some of the letters, because they're bigger or wider than some of the other ones. So you just have to, manipulate them how you want them to look. And so we can scroll back out and you can see this is going to be the Wildcats. Okay, Wildcats. Now we have Wilson, and there it is, Wilson, and there are the Wildcats. Okay, did I spell that right? Yeah, no Bobcats, so I can't screw up that spell. Like, oh, Wilson, Wilson, there it is. Now Wilson's where it needs to be. We'll move Wilson up a little, maybe a little bit more. Ta-da, ta-da. Wilson Wildcats. Okay, now we're going to change some stuff. We're going to come in here. We're going to change the devil. Where are we going? Where are we going, folks? Where are we going? Tell me what I'm doing. I want to change this guy. Tell me where I need to go. What do I need to do? Your head was in the way. My head is in the way. Okay. I'll make sure my head is no longer in the way because I can see it on the other screen now. So I'll keep it right there. There. Now I can see. Yeah. See the hints right here. So this is what I was talking about. So where the phone is, right here, right above my head, right? Okay, here, look, watch this. Look right here. Look right here. Right there. Right here. When we're on something, it tells what it is. It tells us what to do. It tells us what it is. So group everything. See how it all says that right underneath there? So that's how it is. I told you I will get better and better and better at this because it's been a while. It's been a while since we did this, right? Live templates, rock solid. How are we doing making stuff work, right? How do you connect the bar to the last word? We can show that, Debbie. It's a tail attached. It isn't until we make it attached. When it's make it attached, once we break it apart, we weld it all together and then we can do it. So that way it looks nice and neat and still becomes a live template on things for it. So that's why it is still like that. Yeah, the S is still typable in that Pilar. Let me go down here because if I come in here and where's my tool to do? It was there. It is. Yep, it's still typable. So I'm not sure. I think it's just I've noticed that sometimes it can be a little quirky, and I'm not sure why. Like me, a little quirky. That's what it is. We go to the bar. That's right. Go to the bar. I'll bet it was a lot easier to just be in the chat with us. Not really. I mean, I still had to pay attention. It's harder now to pay attention to the chat because I'm working on different screens and I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking at the work that's going on here. So, got the devil. We're going to the bar. Check out the artwork. We're going to come in here and we're going to put in Wildcat. Wildcat. And see what comes up. Wildcat. So you've got some Jaguar stuff. There's a Wildcat right there. Wildcat mascot. Boom. Wildcat mascot. Hello, Bob's your uncle. Wildcat mascot. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we want to change it up a little. Maybe on this one, I'm not sure if I like that Wildcat. So, Wildcat. We're going to type that out, right? Wildcat. Oh, no, 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 you're not. No, no, no. No, no, sir. No, sir. Now we'll go Wildcat. right? Not old wildcat. Because maybe we want to have that little fun breakout effect. There. Okay, so there's a fun breakout effect on that. Ta-da! Now he's kind of like broken out in this. All right, we're gonna go with that guy. About like that. That's where he looks good at. All right. So some wildcats now. Let's go down here and we'll change this one. Where we going? That's right. Going to the bar. It's Tuesday night. We're going to the bar because everybody goes to the bar on Tuesday night. We click up here. We go into our clip art. Once again, wildcat, wildcat. Okay, wildcat. We'll see. Maybe we'll find a different wildcat. We'll see what this wildcat. Sure, why not? Let's see what the wildcat. No, we're not going to go with that wildcat. So we're going back to the bar. Oh, we got to select it, right? We got to select our date for the bar. So we'll select our date for the bar. We found our date for the bar. Now we're coming here and let's just put in cat. See what we get. Nothing. Nothing on that. Why did nothing come up on that? I don't know. It's a great question. You want to know why? I don't know either. Okay, mascot faces. Yeah, that looks like a decent cat. Let's go there with it. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that one. All right, wildcat, tiger, wildcat, not so much. Come on, friend. Let's go to the bar. So we're going to the bar. We'll come up here. We've got our clip art. We're just gonna type in cat, right? See, no, nothing there. Okay, so do I got to do wildcat? Wildcat? Well, let's see. All right, that's gonna pull up these other ones. What was that guy? There's the basketball one. Yeah, why not? Let's see what that one looks like right there. Yeah, that'll work. There it is. The wildcats. And finally, we got the dolphin that we're going to swap out. So on the dolphin, we're grabbing him, going to the bar, changing our artwork, going on our clip art. We're going to type in wildcat, and we're just going to pick out, the solid head one. There's that one. Ta-da. Okay. So right now, we have all these as wildcats, but what we have an issue with is the colors on stuff, right? Colors is where the big issue is. So the colors are gold and black for this school. So I'm going to come select this hibiscus up here at the top of the design wizard. I'm going to left click the same color, so all the hibiscus ones, and we're going to change that to yellow. Yeah. Now we're going to click on the outside right here and do that same thing where we're going to select all the same color and we're going to change that to black. Oh, no, because it won't do that until we can break it apart. We got to break this stuff apart, but we don't want to break it apart right now because I still want to show you stuff with live templates. So right now, we're just going to come to the top drop-down menu up here, select our eyedropper. This is in the contour, and we're just going to select a black. There it is. Because I want to show you something fun of why I like do this. I can let that go. Well, it looks like a shadow. That's not bad. It's all right. That's okay. So that was there. On this one, kind of the same thing. Select the red. We're going to look right up here at the center. And you can select in the center or select same color. Have found all the red. We're going to change it to gold. Gold. Okay. Now we're going to select the gray. Just clicked on the gray. Do that same thing. Select all the same color. We're going to change that to black. So now all the gray is black. And look, if it's finding colors down here, it's changing them too. So that's kind of a fun little ride. Once again, up here, we will select from our drop down on the contour outside color. We will select here on the color eyedropper. We'll take it over and select the black, and it should take it. Prove me wrong, baby. Prove me wrong. There it goes. It did right there. Sometimes you just got to do it a few times. And now down here, we will change this one. We're going to change this color by selecting all of the same color right up again here in the wizard. We're going to select gold. Ta-da. We do the same up here. We're going to select eyedropper black. Of course, you don't want to take that one. How about that one, friend? Oh, you don't want to take that one? How about this one, my friend? Oh, you'll take that one this time. Great. I don't know. I don't know why you want to play that game with me. Where we've got 3 different ones to choose from. You took that one that time. Thanks, friend. How about we try it again? We select it. Yep. Ungroup. What's going on there? Okay. Come up. Eyedropper again. We're going to grab some black. First shot, nope. Second shot, nope. Third time, yep. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And these are all just quirks, I like to call them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Kind of like me. There, that one took first time on it. All right, so we've got that one. Now, we've got Wilson here. We're going to change this to, we're going to change this to yellow. So we're going to select all of the same one by hitting that select same color. We'll hit yellow. It is all fine and dandy under there. And that way it is there. Yeah, Kelly, you got to talk to yourself. I pretend you guys are listening and you're talking back to me. That's what I do. Otherwise, I would go bonkers, legit bonkers on it. Like this. Okay, third time's a charm, maybe. Ta-da, pull it off. All right. Now we've got this one. Same thing. Come up here to our contour fill color. Select from the drop down the eyedropper. Let's see, to take this black today? Yeah, baby. So now we have all of them the way that we want them. Here's where some fun begins. Okay. Before I break anything apart, I always grab everything, select it all. Okay. I hold down my left key and I slide it over, and then I right click. So I have copies of stuff. Okay. Because once you break this apart, it is no longer editable. All right. No longer editable. But before we break this apart, I want to show you why I like doing this. So we've got all these set up for this, right? Well, now if I select find text, right? I select off this find text. Oh, well, look, it's only showing a few different things on here, right? Well, now if I go Wilson, it finds all the Wilsons. And now if this is Butterworth, it just changed them all. So it kept the patterns the same. You can see it changed it here. It changed it there where it is. Now, if I go into the Wildcats, oh, all right. Now these are the Bowcats, right? We've had this discussion before. They're the Bobcats, but sometimes people call them the Bowcats. So there's Bobcats. It changed that one. It changed this one. It changed that one. It changed it all. And we can kind of use that same cat. So everything's still the same with it. So we didn't have to change much. This one, well, we have Butterworth Elementary School. So this now becomes Butterworth Elementary School. And that's it. That's simple. Which one didn't take? Wildcats. Everything else is showing there for it, right? So we were able to take that same one and that quickly change it all. Now, since we have all that, that's how easy it is to do it. This is how easy it is to make all this happen. And this is the power of templates of making that. So if we Control Z back to where we were with stuff, so I can show you 117, or let's see if it'll take it all the way back. Will it take it all the way back? Will it take it all the way back? Maybe, because it's going to take each step. Ooh, I might have went too far. I just thought about that because I should have copied that before I did it. Yep. But I can make it work. There it is. Ta-da. Now we're all back to things. Okay. So this is one people are asking about. What do we do with this? Well, first thing we do is we grab it all, right? Grab it all, and we are going to come over here in our live template editor, right here, live template editor. We scroll down, and we have break apart effects. See it right here? Break apart effects. So this is going to break everything apart. Now, everything is no longer editable. This is where we're going to join some stuff up, okay? Because if we look at wireframe, and we come right here in the wizard, the bar above my head, right there. See? If you look right here, it says wireframe view. So we can see where there's multiple views, multiple things going on with this. But now that it's all broken apart, that slides off from here, okay? So I'll move my wizard out of the way on this side. So if we select the tail and we select the text and we come to weld, ta-da, now it's one. Now we do the same for the back, ta-da, ta-da. Now it is one, ta-da. Any of this other stuff, See, it's 1. Now, if we go to wireframe again, which we can do right here in the wizard, you can see that. Super simple, super easy. Now, that's how you join that stuff together with it. Rock solid. We'll send this to the back so the others, so everything ends up where it needs to be. Actually, I need to send the top. We'll send top, then we'll send that one, and then everything will look spicy. There, and just like that. Now, I don't like this. Not gonna lie, don't like this. So I'm gonna come over here to my shape tool, and I'm just gonna delete that out. Delete, select it, delete, done. I'm gonna do the same on the back. Select, delete, done. Done, son. Done. Done. You just gotta move some stuff around. Done, son. Hey, 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 look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You're not, I'm the captain. I'm the captain now. There you go. There you go, buddy. Thanks. Thanks, pal. So we just do some manipulation, and that looks good. Same on these. These irritate me. So we'll fix that. Come in here, we'll fix that. Bob's your uncle. Done. Now we have a design all set, ready to go. Added those puppies all around. It looks nice and purty now. Except that one right there. You're out of here, buddy. So super simple, super easy to join all that, do it together. And this is where I mean, like the templates really make this fast, really make it easy, really make it fun to do. Now, I'm going to show you something. Through the power of magic, we're going to go, actually, add that back to the stage. This guy right here, this one right here, Wilson Wildcats. I'm going to go abracadabra, Kalamazoo. Sinbad was a genie in a movie. And ta-da, we printed out. So we printed out just that simple. Save it off as a PNG, and we're going to show you how to do that next because you're going to show it off as a PNG, ran it through the printer, and we printed off a print, and there it is. Ready to go. Wilson Middle School Wildcats. Ta-da. So really easy to do. Now, here is the other thing. When we've got all these designs here, right? All these for Wildcats. I'm going to select to make sure everything's grouped together. How am I going to do that? I'm going to select it, and I'm going to come down here in the lower eighth of the design wizard, and I'm going to group everything because it's right there. Perfect, done. Now we're going to group everything, okay? Done. Selecting this one, once again, group everything, done. Grab this one, select everything, group, done. All right, now we're going to select this one. We're going to group everything, done. Okay. Now, we've got a team store. We've got all these different designs in the team store, okay? So we had some orders for them. Now, we're going to make our gang sheet. I'm just going to run a rectangle, like legit. It's just simple. We're going to grab rectangle. We're going to make it 22 inches wide. Done. We're going to make sure it's unlocked, and we're going to make this 120 inches long. So there's our 22 by 120 gang sheet. What are we going to do next? Well, we're going to make sure it's in the back of everything, so we're sending it to the back. I'm also going to make it an off color so I can see everything. If there's any cavities, there's any backgrounds, there's anything with that, having an off color like this green, you'll be able to see that. Next, I'm going to come up here in the wizard, and in the top right corner, there's this little button here that size the page to the design, center to the design of the page. So we'll click that. Now everything is centered there. Now, what I'm going to do is right click on the image, and I'm just going to lock it. Put a key and a lock it, put it in your pocket, right? So we've got that lock, nothing can happen on this. Now we're going to take these designs and we'll make sure stuff's locked so they're proportionate. And they should all be roughly 10 inches, aren't they? Yeah, they should all be 10 inches. So laying out a gang sheet, really simple. All right, we had one of these, and it depends on I'll show you an example here. But there's the white football. Now, do we want a white football or do we want it? This is why I put the background behind it, because right now that would print white. If you want it, great. If you don't want it, and you want the color of the shirt, well, now we got to fix that, right? This is why having that off-color background helps so much. We can come in here, and we got our football. We're going to ungroup it, and now we've got that part from there. So holding the white, selecting the black, we're going to come up here to trim, my friends. We're going to trim. Now, if we do the white. There it is. White gone, baby. Now the color of the shirt will be showing through. We'll make sure it's grouped there. So now we've got that one. They ordered 3 of these. Okay, so how did I just do that? Whoa, that was magic, right? The image is selected. I'm sliding it over as I'm holding the shift. It'll keep it on that same plane. So it won't, you can only go up or down or here. You can't go, you can only go north, south, east, west. You can't go any other ways. Yes, I said west. And then when you're there, you just right click and it's set. So they ordered 3 of these. So, all right. This is why I make sure stuff's grouped together so it doesn't get a little wonky donkey on me. Now we can slide and do it again right here. So we've got that one. Now we've got this one, and we're just going to build out the sheet. When I build out gang sheets, I know some of you diehard whack jobs, I mean, amazing people, like to cram as much into spaces as you can. Like, I can put this like this. This is where I see a lot of it at. 10-inch design. So we know you can fit, one here, and you can fit one here, right? Well, you can also bring this down here. And if we come up to the top, we can rotate it and we can fit 4 this way, okay? 4 that way. Well, do they fit? Well, they should, because we've got a few inches to play with. So if we select them, send it to the edge of where it is here, select all of our tools. Now, if we come down here, and this is where you can use your fun space. Let's see, is it gonna be this one? Yeah, I think we can do it with this one. Did it do it? No, it's gonna crash. Oh, I just crashed, wizard. I just crashed, wizard. I just crashed the wizard. Oh, I knew it. Sometimes you just do that, right? Sometimes you just crash the wizard. I wanted the spacing one, and I hit the wrong one. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I was talking about somebody, and somebody broke into my system and decided to crash it for me because, yeah, that's what happens. Like, legit. That's what happens when you just get button clicky hungry and just start hitting things, and whatever happens, happens. And we'll see how far it saved back because we were on that. Use the space. No, everybody cover your ears. No shit, Pilar. Yeah, I know. I hit the wrong button. Just like a normal person does when they're doing this. When they're like, oh, I think this is what I need to hit, and boom. And it does stuff like that. And it does stuff like that. Because that's what we do. We all do it. I'm telling you guys. The same mistakes that you make, you are not alone. Just like aliens, you're not alone. I do it constantly and consistently. Make mistakes where things don't work. We'll see what Wizard brings back up with it because it's thinking I might have had too much stuff open. But it is going through it and it's fun then. But anyway, we made these amazing transfers with it. Transfers press as low as 270 for as low as 5 seconds with a instant peel. Hit it with a second press. Rock solid. You can make some serious cash on that. You can go down to use TRW25 and save 25% off your first order. Yeah, your first order. One-time use, so don't use it on I've refunded somebody their stuff because I'm like, you're not going to use it on a 2-foot or a single foot gang sheet, okay? You're not going to use it on that. Listen, I will love Pilar until the day that I die because I'm pretty sure I'm going to die before her. But I don't trust anybody who force feeds me shots of warm tequila at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes you just gotta you can't trust people like that. That just like, hey, it sounds like a brilliant idea. This tequila's been on this wall for I don't know how long. We should do shots of it. Why? Because we're in Mexico. It's not even good tequila. So that's what we get with it. It is with that. Yes, shameless plug. Go order your transfers and be ready for it. Corella's still trying to upload and had to go there and do it. So we got through that. So as that comes, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? You will crash the wizard. You are not alone when that happens. It happens all the time. That happens. I do it more times than not when I'm trying to do too many things in stonework. And so we'll see if it comes on. It is not happy right now. Oh, it is not happy. at all with it. So as we're waiting for that to come up, let me make sure we have the links posted in here. We have the links posted for the new designs that the girls have done. You can go there. You can find tonight's stuff for the mini pack. You can find all the stuff for their new designs because they are crushing it on that. You can find all the trainings. Go get those. You can find the link to the cameos. We've got that. What else? I'm going to go check my notes because I'm sure they've written some stuff in there for me that I haven't looked at yet, or I have looked at. I just haven't look at, if that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I did put, did I put yeah in here? Yeah, I see Pilar in here. I see you, Pilar. What about this one, Pilar? That one right there. Get back in here. What about this one? Yep, right there. If you're going to get that. What about this one up here, Pilar? These two people, these two things up here. So we can give some stuff away. Give some stuff away to a 5-year YouTube member and one rando. You randos, you're taken care of too. We'll get everyone taken care of on that. So we have the link for the mini pack, the training bundles, the new designs, the cameos, the DTF transfers, and if you are selected as a winner for the 5-year YouTube, if you're selected for the 5-year member, or you are the rando, right? You get a mini pack, right? We pick them, right? Like we'll pick out the rando is. You have 2 weeks, 2 weeks to claim this, right? If you don't claim it in 2 weeks, you're not getting it. No baloney. I had somebody reach out and said that they had won something in April and want to know if they could ship it out to us. No, you won in April. You have 2 weeks to claim this stuff. It can't sit on the shelves forever, especially now when we're going through everything that we're going through. April, come on. Okay, look what's back. Wizzy's back. Yay, yay, Wizard's back. Exactly right where we left him. Right where we left him. Wizard's back. Okay, or Wizard's not back, but we're gonna make him come back. We're gonna come up here and hit the globe, the all-seeing eye, the magic oracle, the wizard himself, right here. Okay, so back to what we were doing. We can rotate these, and we can fit, 4 of them here, which is fine. I'm down with that, and we can fit. Oh no, baby, no, I don't like you. So you have this. This is where I just boggles my mind. We'd still have straight cuts with this. What I know people do is we've got this here, right? So they'll make a copy of this, and now they'll rotate it 180, and they're going to bring it right up to here because I can fit more on a sheet if I do it this way. Listen, 100% agree. You can fit more on a sheet if you set up your page this way. How much time is that taking you to cut? Like you're going to set these up, right? You're going to set these up, and this is how you're going to build your stuff because you want to make sure everything is right in there. Because I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm going to bring it right down here, and I'm going to try and move this one over so I can fit it right here because I can get way more this way, and that's what I'm going to do. Meanwhile, you're going to spend what do we got? How much time is it going to take to cut all this? To cut in between here, to cut around this stuff. Your time is valuable, and the time is the money that you think you are saving, that extra $2, $3 maybe that you're getting from all of this, you are wasting in the time to cut it all apart. I do straight lines, whoop, straight down the middle, straight under each one. That's what I do. I still do that because why? It's just faster. Cutting down the middle, split apart. Even on something like this, I can still cut in the strips and cut down from here. So as we build out our gang sheet, if you have this here for it, and we're doing the Jimmer Drammering, we want to name our file. So we're going to come up here and Wilson gang sheet. Gang sheet? How about gang sheet? Gang sheet, and this is 8.2625. Now all we got to do is we're going to just export as a PNG. Don't be like Pilar and go hit all these weird things. I'm going to come up here and export this and do that. No, we have these tools on the wizard to save you time. Like just hit export and you'll just be able to pop up. And I don't want you to see the other fun stuff over there just to see if anything's weird. No, okay. Just, I don't know. There, and you just hit save. That's all you got to do. You don't got to do anything else. You just do that. Don't go the long way around about doing it for it. So that way it is going to be there for it. Brian, digital 2 weeks was never should have lied. It's 2 weeks now because here's why. When you have multiple people that are holding off forever, and we have to go back and look at months ago things for it, it just takes up too much time. 2 weeks, standard across the board now. New owners, new rules, new regime. You got 2 weeks. If you can't find something in 2 weeks, you got 2 weeks. It's free. Just go do it. That's all you got to do. It's free. Having that stuff where people are waiting on things, and because on our end, they have to go back because sometimes people are like, oh, I think I want it this day. Okay, there's nothing on that day. So now they're looking maybe a week before, a week after. And before you know it, they spent a half hour on it. So your free product that you got actually cost us way more because you didn't follow the rules and do in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks. That should be plenty of time to get the stuff out there. Back practices for cutting. I'm telling you, I love straight lines. Straight lines makes it way, way easier for it. Now, there is a process that we're working on to see if we can make it all play out nice and neat, where it will we can put cut lines around things, and it will make it so it is easy to. They will either be cut or perforated. We do have a flatbed laser that we're working with to see if we can set it. It's one of those, is it worth it to do or not? Because the amount of extra labor. Remember, everything is labor related. I'm gonna bring this back up here. Everything's labor related. When you take it off, when we take it off the printers, we just got to cut it with a roll, put a tape on it, throw it in a box, you're good to go. If you're doing the cutting part of the perforation part, it's a separate process. It has to come off, it has to go through a cutter, it has to go through the laser, it has to do that. And so there's more labor in it. So finding that sweet spot of cost effective for us versus not on your end, what is that worth to you? To cut them apart, do it there. So we're working through that process. That could be still that could still be going through it and see what we can find for it. Blair says, that's what I started exactly with glitter HTV. Post to pick up. Yep, didn't realize how much time I was wasting. Yes, 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 yes. That's something I've never done. I've smartened up. I'm not messing around with that. I'm putting in here. Maybe she already has like 5 of them. Well, this is what Pilar gets. Me and Pilar have this weird relationship now. We're still Wonder Twins, but during certain hours of the day, I have to look at her time card to wonder if I can talk to Pilar like an employee or like a friend, because I can't talk to Pilar employee like I talk to Pilar friend. And in some instances, I can. It's nothing dirty or anything like that, but it's not polite to say. It's polite to use f bombs with your friends. It's not polite to use f bombs with your employees. So you have to be mindful of that thing. I had to have a meeting with HR today, so I had to learn things. No, yesterday. Yesterday was the meeting with HR. It's like big boy company. Like, here's an HR department, here's an accounting department, here's a payroll department, here's all these things, and learning new stuff all the time on how to figure things out and be able to go with it. Tomorrow, that's right. Tomorrow webinar. Um, we're going to show how. Do you want to? Can I do a sneak peek, Pilar? Crystal, can I do a sneak peek? Is that allowed? Tell me how these webinars usually work. Do we really, are we allowed to kind of give a sneak peek on what there? No, you don't need to meet the puppy. I can smell him. He's somewhere. He must have, we had birria pizza for dinner. We get a little spot that's up the street from us that is a food vendor corner. So they have food vendors there. So like I legit had a birria pizza and a lemon shake up for dinner. Yeah, but smells like he might have got that. He's a bulldog, so he's got the best smelling butt in the world. I will tell you that. What makes the Wiz tool bar not show up? It looks weird. We just talked about that, didn't we, Crystal? I think Crystal just told me about that. Do the sneak peek. You're the boss. Okay. All right, I am the boss. Still seems weird to say. Like, I've caught myself a few times saying, "Oh yeah, I do own TRW." Wild enough. Wild enough. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's see. Is that recovered? No. I want retro. because I think that's what I named it as I was doing it. I'll give you a sneak peek on how to do it. So I got to make sure I find the right file because there's only like, I don't know, everything that decided to open back up from Corel from this. So I don't need them all. And I don't want it to crash again. So we're going to try and make it, we're going to try and make it a little bit easier. Retro. There. And we'll get it so it comes up. Smash the like button. Does not pull up. If you think this sucks, just hit the down arrow twice, and then we'll be able to go from it. So we're tomorrow. We're going to talk about how to be inspired by commercial designs. You know, things that you're seeing, especially in the sports world, where you're seeing items like this, where hey, you know, there's a marketing team, there's a thing that went through and like this sweet retro design, you know, and so how can we reimagine this as our own? You know, what things can we put in place to make it easy on something like this, right? Well, we're going to go from this to this, and that's what we're going to show you how to do tomorrow, how you can be inspired by design like this, recreate it as your own. And oh, baby, did you know that the other thing that we're doing with this is when we come over here, we have our live template editor and we find the text. Oh, look, could this be? I think it is. I do think it is, good sir, that this is a live template. And now, what does that mean? Well, that means that the rhinestone wizard, like if I come down here, right? I just said wizard webinar. Ooh, that's what you're going to show up tomorrow for. We're going to show you how to do that and create this and go through that. So that is what I'm going to do. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And this is really just 3 layers of vinyl if you want to go that route with it. We're going to walk you through on how you can design something like this. Perfect in instances for, DTF, vinyl cutting, things like that. So that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow night, webinar, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I do believe. 8 in the East, 6 in the mountains, 5 on the West Coast. Tomorrow being Wednesday, we have Makers and Movers podcast, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is 9:30 in the East, 7:30 in the mountains, 6:30 on the East Coast. We also have our mentorship community. That call is at 9:30. That goes 9:30 to 10:30. At 11, I'll open up the Zoom room so you guys can communicate all day, but I will be dipping out because I have a meeting at 11, and then I have to go continue to ship orders. And Wednesdays, the kids get out of school. Thursday, Hall of Fame. And Hall of Fame members, you guys get to learn about me on there. That was kind of, the backstory of the origins of Todd. Straight from my dad's, we're going to talk about how we got into this, what we did. So you guys can learn a little bit more about me for things on it. Crystal, I don't want to use this because we're getting away from constant contact. I forgot to tell you that. That's part of one of the other things we're doing, constant contact call. But we're getting in there with it. And does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? If you have them, ask now, forever hold your peace, or at least till next time I'm live. Like anymore, if you're in one of our groups, I'm live every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here. Then on Tuesday, Thursday is our Hall of Fame. Tuesday night, Tuesday with Todd. Some Wednesdays, we're going to have webinars. So yeah, we are rocking and rolling. Wizard 6, October 1st is what we're shooting for. Hall of Fame is 11 Central, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also, for 9 a.m. 9 a.m. is when it is there. It's fixed twice. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. Anything else? Did the All-Star training for August last Wednesday, noon. I think if we ask nicely, or if we just tell Pilar she's going to do All-Star training. It's only 12 videos a year. Only 12 videos a year, Pilar. I do 12 videos in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Just saying. I'm not pressuring Crystal to do anything, just you. That's what friends are for. So, things that I'm working on. There are a couple multi-deck designs that I'm working on for Flock. Uh, with Flock, tell me what you think of this. Flock, holographic HTV rhinestones. Yes? No? I don't know. What do you think of something like that? That's what we're gonna. That's something that I'm working on, so we can show that off. I've got a couple other rhinestones. That I don't know if I'm really set in stone if I like them or not. Maybe we'll put them up there or not. Corey's got some ideas, but like I really need. If I really want to do it, I need to sit down and dedicate the time to it. Right now, the bandwidth is not there for it. I have more important things that I need to work on and get things in order for it because we got it there. Yeah, multi-deck. Yeah, set in stone. Yeah, because there's rhinestones in it. There was flock in it because as we're unpacking stuff, I'm like, oh, I forgot about strip flock because we don't use it a whole lot. So having the opportunity to see all the stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, we have that. Why? Because I haven't used it enough. So doing something with some holographic HTV, some strip flock, and some rhinestones, and make that as a multi-deck thing for you, I think that I'm gonna really, really make it there for it. Really making our winter sweet. Yeah, I am. Like we got time. We got time. Flock as a design. Whatever is it? Flock as a design element. Yeah, flock would be the main thing. Like that'd be the main part of the design. Uh, I'm looking at I'm looking at like a multi-textural thing. I'm dragging this out. Multi-textural thing. So flock, holographic HTV, puff, brick, pearl, any of these ways that we can put stuff together, and how we can do it. Yeah, brick hasn't even spoken of ages. There's a lot of things that we can do dimensionally with it, like taking brick and putting vinyl over it to give it that debossed look, the raised look. It's called something with it. So there's a lot of things that we can do and make it somewhat work. Apparently, I'm supposed to give some winners winner chicken dinner. 5-year member. Betty Longden. Betty Longden. You are the 5-year member winner and the rando of the week. I need like a good thing for that, like some kind of intro button I can hit where it's like the rando of the week. Rando of the week, Claudette Carr. Claudette Carr. You are the rando winner. You're the rando of the week, Claudette. Claudette and Betty. You guys have 2 weeks. 2 weeks to claim your prize. Right? Because what did we decide the prize was? Do you tell me? Girls, what are the prize? Ladies, what are the prize? I think it was mini pack, right? It was a mini pack. Mini pack of your choice, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Pretty sure. Not Rambo, not what's that? I don't remember. I can't think of it. I could just see. Rando, right? Rando, right? Rando. That's what it is. It's there. So um, it is faster than the cricket. The cricket. It is 100% foil. That's another one. Like foil. It's been a long time since we've seen a lot of things like that. Especially with like the holographic HTV, where it's baby bling, where we can take the rhinestone designs, you can do it out there, and now like is that soft feel to it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So as we get going on this, yes, we will be showing more things like that. We got the links in here for the full pack bundle deals. We've got in there the mini pack is the price. Mini pack is the price. Mini pack, mini pack, mini pack, mini pack. I need that. I haven't bought it yet. You should buy it, Celine. Buy it all. Help keep me in business. Yeah, I have some shirts. It looks deconstructed now. Still neat. Look, what did it, Nicole? What? I have some shirts. It looks destructed. What did you break? What did you break? Yeah, if he gives me a free pack, call me whatever you want. I will, Kevin. I'll call you. I'll call you something. You aren't Rambo either, Barb. I'm not. The adhesive foil is okay. What's that mean? What what's that mean? Oh sweet. Oh, so what that means. Awesome. We'll go with it. Yes, yes. Wizard is compatible with 24. In fact, great question on that because for Wiz 6 will be compatible back to 2017. So you're talking like 8 years worth of Wizard stuff. Technically 9 because by the time 26 comes out, it'll be compatible back to that. Does not include, does not, no, 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 does not include those. Does not include those. I'm talking about the foil doesn't last, but oh yeah, Because so here's another fun thing that you can do with the foil. Like you can take the foil and crunch it up, lay it down there, and press, and only part of it will stay. And then you can do another one and do that same thing, get a multi-foil effect with it. You can also, if you don't like weighting vinyl on the foil stuff, you can use white toner and use your white toner for that. And it is another awesome trick for doing foil if you have a white toner. Uh, you want my energy, Kevin? I do. I mean, like this legit is only my second energy drink of the day. I have one at like 5 o'clock this morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I will probably, as I call it, crash maybe midnight tonight. I usually go to bed between. If I go to bed early, it's between 10 and 11. If I go to bed normal, it's between 11 and 1. If I go to bed late, it's between 12 and 2. I am up religiously at 5 o'clock every morning to pray. I'm not lying to you. If you pray, that's your thing. I'm not going to do it. I get up at 5 because my internal alarm clock says it's time to get up, yo. Doesn't matter. Even on the weekends, if I sleep in, it's still 6. So doesn't matter. I wake up. My best time in the morning is, I believe it's like almost my meditation time. I come into the office, I throw up my headphones, and I just work for a solid hour and a half, 2 hours with no interruption. Just nothing, just go, go, go. So it really works, and that's what I do from there. 4 to 6 hours, about normal. That's what I get. Been that way for years. I can drink this. I can drink this literally before bed and go to sleep. They don't affect me. I like the flavor. I hadn't had a Monster for a while, and I wanted the sweet tart flavor, and that's what kind of a Monster tastes like to me. So that's why, yeah, working in uninterrupted is best. And for us, um, this is where it kind of comes in the family thing. I always want you guys to know family first. I never bullshit you. There's things in our family that comes before you guys, that comes before the business, that comes before everything. Part of when I started this business was that I wanted to be there for my kids. I wasn't there for older kids because I worked so damn much. And so when this opportunity came up, I want to make sure that I'm there for it. So my typical day is I'm up between 4 and 5. I'm in the office between 5 and 6, and I work for those 2 hours, 7:30, because before I come to the office, I make lunches for the kids for breakfast. I make their lunches for lunch. So if I make their sandwiches, I do that stuff for lunch. So get up, shower, lunches, dogs out, come to the office. 7:30, I stop working, take the kids to the school, come back home by 8:05, then work, and usually live 8:30 and go from out there. Then 2:25, the alarm goes off, stop work, go pick up kids, come back, go back to work, usually 4 or 5 o'clock. Then work is done. Laptop comes with me. It's family time, and that'll usually roll until about 8 to 9, and then we'll play laptop and work after that. But I always want you guys family first. If you are always missing out on family events because you're working and you're doing that, yes, sometimes you have to do that in order to make the stuff work. But I had to make that tough choice of when I didn't see the family for about a year straight because I was working the full-time job from 6 to 4 every day, and then I was working this at the mall from 4:30 to midnight, and I was doing that 5 days a week. And on Saturdays, I was there from 9 to 6 at night, and then the only day I was really home spending time with the kids was on Sundays. I realized I can't do that anymore, so that's what we need to do. What was it? White toner printer. I did see something on white toner printer. White toner printer. White toner printer. I know I seen something on there. That's what WTP is. White toner printer. We teach white toner and foil adhesive process. Yeah, it is. You want to know how simple it is, Claire? 100%. Whatever your choice paper is, whatever choice paper that you like doing. T1. What do I have up there? Use it, whatever your choice is, because technically, if you have a laser printer and you have regular paper, you can do this as well. It's the laser printer is the important part. Solid dark black. You print that out, you press that, it leaves that adhesive on that toner on the shirt, and when you press with foil, it sticks. Super simple, super easy. So, like as we go through the process of things, like going forward with it, we hope to be back to shipping normal by next week. We are going to resume ball drops, the puberty game, as I called it to Matt. He goes, "Why do you call that?" I'm like, "Because your balls dropped." I'm so funny. he got a kick out of it when I text him that. But we will do that. We are not doing it every week, and I'll tell you why. Because looking at numbers, people would load up on carts, and they would wait until Monday night to order, and then the biggest issue with that, it was showing stuff was out of stock, so other people couldn't order things that wanted it because it was sitting in people's carts, and they were just doing it to load up their cart so that way they could hold it to save, a big discount on it. And I get it. I would do it too, but at that same time, it's not fair to people that want to order today. So we'll do that. We'll have a fun big show once a month where we'll do a ball drop and we'll give giveaways and we'll do all that. But when you do it every week, doesn't it kind of lose the magic? You know, where's the specialness? Where's the take me out to dinner and give me a kiss? It's like, oh, yep, here we go again. So we're gonna do that. We might try some other games. We might do some other fun things with it, but we'll bring that back once a month. November, October should be a big month with launching of the DTF services, with the launching of the Wizard, hopefully the launching of the Rhinestone transfers. It's a big month. November will be here before we know it, and we'll run some deals and specials through November. I will say going through stuff, there's going to be a lot of stuff that just based on sales volume that it doesn't make sense to carry any longer. We found stuff that hasn't been stocked yet because they thought they were out and they didn't order them in, and there was a random case behind things. So there's going to be things that will probably go on sale in November, more of just a clearinghouse on it. Bling book pages, there's a lot of them, and not a lot get ordered throughout the year. So is it worth keeping them? We're going through that. There's a lot of different material where it's like, is it worth keeping or not keeping? Some of the stuff, there's cases of things because you had to order it that way. So we'll probably run some more sales there in November with it and get things going that way with it. So we will get through it all together and get it there. Yes, Rich, family always first. That's exactly what I'm saying. Family always first, and it always does that for you. Like, listen, at the end of the day, we only make shirts. Nobody's gonna die, right? And that's what we're all here. I'm here to supply you guys with the supplies to make shirts. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all have families. We all have lives on it. Which, be kind to Crystal and Pilar. I don't know if you know this. They're not robots. They're not AI. They are real people, and they do have lives outside of work. So please refrain from contacting them personally at 2 in the morning on a Sunday night because you're having an issue on something, and they get pissed because on Monday morning you send an email that's I sent something back and they didn't answer. Well, yeah, because they're off the clock. Contact us through info@rhinestoneworld.com. That's the best way to do it. Your email will be answered in the order that it came in. Sending through personal doesn't get anything anywhere with it. And I know a lot of people have my bat line with it, but I will tell you folks, like currently waiting 465 messages. 465 messages. We have clients, we have things that we work with. I go through and do it. But a lot of those, hey, can you help me with this? My reply is email in info@rhinestoneworld.com because that's what you're going to get the info for because I'm not going to be able to handle that for you right here with it. Yes, because the press time is questionable for white toner printer. It can be very much so on it. Let's see, any other questions here? We will be making new videos, tutorials, webinars. Yes, let us know all the stuff that you want to see. A couple things going forward with stuff. We're working with our marketing team on setting things up better on the back end so we can be more consistent on it. Crystal is looking at new editing software, and so she's getting familiar with that. Pilar, we're getting in front of the camera, so she's more comfortable with that. We'll be producing more videos for it. I think Lisa's come back on a contract basis to do videos and content for us. So she's got her side, like the silhouette, things like that. We're working with Caesar to see what we can do with Romeo and Juliet and how we can do things on there. So more of the trending things that are happening and seeing, it's not always going to be the same thing of here's a design, here's this. We're going to show you how we can use the wizard to make your business way more efficient on things and save time. Time is money. And we're going to do that through, trending designs and what's going on out in the world. So if you see things, let us know. You have questions, let us know. You guys are the whatchamacallit, the lifeblood of it. Mary's got a great question. Will the monthly fee on Wizard be cheaper to pay annually instead of monthly? That is something that we are exploring. And I do believe that makes sense in most cases when you have an option like this, it's basically you pay for 10 months, you get 2 months free, right? So if something, is $30 a month for the year, it's 360. If you buy it all at once, it's $300. So that is 100% an option, and it is 100% looking like something that we can do for it. And then remember, you would still get your every month. The wizard will cost $30 a month, but every month you're getting $30 in digital credits that you can use towards designs, towards fonts, towards um, webinars, training. You'll be able to do that. Will not apply to your wizard membership or your any of your other ones with that. That's what we got. Um, we just might do we might do something fun in November. I have a feeling we'll do something fun in November. And we might do a 12 days, 14 days of Todd, 13 days of Pilar. We might figure something out like that. Yes, yep, there it is. See, that's what we're talking about. The crafting page is always open. Absolutely, Nicole's got it right off the bat. Don't forget crafting page. We really should talk more about that. Hey, which speaking of crafting page, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. How would you guys feel about if we started doing post artwork, a design that we did as finished product? So like right now, there's all the stones designs that are out there, multi-deck designs, there's everything that we have in there. And then once a week, we have people vote on it, and the winner, gets a gift certificate to the website. Okay. With that, some rules that we're looking at doing, because it is a popularity contest. Like, let's be honest, it's a popularity contest. If Pilar puts something in there, people might vote for her more than me. She'll be fired for that because that's it's making the boss look bad. Well, but the instances that is you can only win once a quarter. So you don't ever have to worry about, oh great, here's Pilar again with her another design, so I'm gonna lose. No. One, she can't win because she's an employee. So ha 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 ha. Pilar, myself, Crystal, we cannot win. But we want to see the different ways that you're using designs, the different techniques that have, the different stone choices that you make in things. And so we're thinking about putting something together and then just doing it once a week. So I need to ask you your ideas, what you think about doing something like that. So we can, kind of have some fun and put it over there for it. And that we're good to go with it. And then Gloria asked and Pilar followed up with it. How long we have to use the credits if you pay annually? Every month you will get the credits. So even though you paid 300 for the year, if you paid that, you'll get 360 in credits. Oh, whoa! So you just made money. Just made money because every month you'll get new credits that come out for it. Correct. Won't roll over. So that makes sense. Each month, new ones will be listed. They don't roll over. Even though you paid yearly, you will still get them monthly. Hopefully that makes sense. Nope. You'll be fine because it goes back to version 17, which is 2017, right? We should have some fun. Yep, $30 a month is what we're looking at for it right now. You're not forgettable. Unforgettable. The dog bark does not like my singing, so we'll go from there. Yes, if we paid annually, you can pay annually for it, but you wouldn't get the credits annually. So you would still get them monthly. Does that make sense? So you're paying here, you'd still get the monthly kickback for it. Pilar's Hall of Fame was great. It needs to be. Wow. No, don't think so. I wanted to buy some designs using my rewards, but it wasn't showing that it was possible. Is that option gone? If they're new ones, points do not work on them. They have to be not old designs, but they have to be a little older designs, if that makes sense, right? I rode the rhinestone witch moon today, an AB and unicorn. Ooh, I want to see it. 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 That's what I want to see. That's what I want to be. So in March each. Yep, yes it is. March to March. That's what we got. Yeah, so that's what we got it in there for you. And so we're here. We're here to answer questions. We're here to put things out with it. Saw the new designs really neat. They keep pumping them out. Made the large skull scatter. See, I want to see these things. These are the things that we do. I think, Carol, I think they're only going to do the two options. Is monthly on the recurring and yearly, because quarterly can get a little wonky to manage because it's not, we'd only have to be open for so long and close there. So everybody was on the same thing. Whereas with this one, yearly, it only has to happen here. Monthly, it has to happen here. Quarterly, it got a little wonky. So I think we're just going to do monthly and then yearly on it for it. AB Crystal on a black shirt looks amazing. And post it. I need to see these things in the group. So are you saying that that's what we should do, right? We should do some kind of whatchamacallem thing with Jigger, right? What is that? Oh, please share it in the crafting page. I made that video tutorial on that one. Yes, yes, yes. Skullgate was gorgeous. Did it last week. I love it. Did you show it in the crafting page? So see, I'm bribing you guys. I need user-generated content. Where are you gonna go? I need videos. I need pictures. I need your stuff, and I'm paying for it. Right? You want to make some content? You want to film your process and show off some stuff and tag us in it? Maybe have a chance to win. Maybe have a chance to get some new stuff, free stuff before other people. Hmm? Eh? Well, what do you think about that? Just saying, we can get that stuff out there for you because we want to see it. Correct. So let me see if I can explain this. It's how it's making sense in my head, Carol. January rolls around, right? You said, Todd, I want to buy the wizard and I want to buy it on an annual basis. Here's my $300. And I say, okay, Carol, I'll take your $300. And here in January, here's your $30 credits for the month. And then in February, here's your $30 in credits. And here in March, in April, in May, in June, in July, in August, in September, in October, November, and December. Each month, you will get a new set of credits. They do not roll over from month to month. So it's a use it or lose it situation, but you will get those digital credits monthly. At the end of those 12 months, you have paid $300 and you have received $360. So, my friend, you just made $60. Ooh, that's some mathematication right there for it. Just saying. LED lights are great. I use the sun in my yard. She's, in Colorado, they, closer to the sun. Yep. Oh, you pay 10 months and get two free. Yep. That's how the yearly will work on it. That's how it'll work, and we'll keep that same thing because that's how we can do that for it. So that's like I said, we're working through the things, and I'm trying my best to make sure, excuse me, that everybody's happy with it. Man, I need a drink, something like that. All right. Any more questions, comments, concerns? Anybody have anything else that you want to know? Sounds like a motivation for me for posting to get me some credit. Yeah. And here's the thing is, like your videos, I want you, if you're sharing your stuff on on the gram, on the Book of Faces, on the Tactic, I want to see them. Tag us in it. I'm trying Plar being our social media manager and handling things on that side of it, trying to make her life a little easier with some more social media tools on the marketing side to help with the posting that. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out together, folks, on a hashtag that you need to put in there so we can be a searchable term. So once a week we can just pull from that and hey, here's your stuff. I will say going one of the future products is having a kit of rhinestones. What does that mean? So we will do a design, rhinestone design. You will get a rhinestone transfer of that design ready to press. You will get enough stones to make 10 of those shirts. You'll get enough flock to cut that design with. So, is the flock cut pre-cut? No, it's blank. Here's why. So you take that transfer and you press it on a shirt and you wear and show off that shirt, do whatever. If you sell it, great. Now you have the flock to cut the design for and the stones to make it. If you don't sell it, guess what? You have the flock to use for another design and the stones to go into your inventory. So it's a way to help you as a little business bundle for it. And on our side, hey, we want to see some content. We want to see you make some stuff with it. So I want to see all the stuff you do. Now, if you are a content creator, which all of you are content creators. Why? Because you take pictures of your stuff, you put it online to sell it yourself. You're a content creator, whether you realize it or not. We want to see your stuff. We want to see your stuff that you made with our stuff. Tag us in it. Show it off. Let us see it. We are one big happy family. And like I said, this is not Todd's Rhinestone World, right? It's called the Rhinestone World. We are the in this. I got to come up with an acronym for THE. Those who love everyone, right? Those who H everyone. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we will create that because in this together we can do it. Yes, past we can do webinars with those for that. Need new name for Take Our Money, Todd. What do you want it to be? Awesome. Raymond posted it over there. And I think on webinars, we're going to go back and forth with Carol. Off past ones, yes. Future ones, I don't know, because here's how those work. Is traditionally when we have people do webinars, we pay them to do webinars. They will earn, depending on where they are and the level of stuff that they're doing, and how comfortable and what they bring to it, they earn commission from it. So if we got it for free, they wouldn't earn anything from it. And it's just kind of that way with the same with the new designs. That's why credits can't be used on new designs for things, because then the designers make no money off that, and we want to keep our designers happy. So we don't want to just be able to take them away from it. Right, right. Whew, ouch, right? That's what I'm saying. Whew. And this is what we need. I don't, Jerry, I'm all about the marketing stuff. I want to see the stuff. I want to see it everywhere. I want you guys to tag us and everything. I want to, I, listen, I know where the rhinestone world used to be. It was everywhere, all the time. Multiple people making video content every single day. And I want to get it back to that. And, and that's what I'm counting on you guys for. Help us bring it back to what it was. Make rhinestoning great again. I don't want to get political and somebody jump my ass because I said that. We're gonna do that. So I could use that design. Make rhinestoning great again. Let's do that. Let's do that. What do you say? 50? $50 gift certificate? $50 gift certificate. I want to see your make rhinestoning great again designs. Finished as a finished design. Tagged us in it. Let's run that one. We'll figure out the details of it. We'll talk about it. Probably $50 gift certificate. You come up with the design. You do that. You don't have to sell it to us or do that. I just want to see it. I don't want to be tagged in it, and that's what I want to use. At least use our stones, so that way we can say that. But we'll be able to go to it. Probably not, because because the way that it's to manage with it, it's because it's managed through a completely different side of things on the back end, and that's why we're trying to keep things separate from that. Anything that we have to pay a commission on is through a separate part, and so when it goes through there, and that's why I'll be honest with everything on there, so that way, everything is transparent on it, on webinars, trainings, things like that. Depending who's doing it and where it is, and if it's part of a job description, or if it's part of a training class, or if it's a bring your own to work thing where there's other people that we've talked with where they would come in and handle a class for it, we have to pay them for it. And so when it becomes a loss, then it becomes a not a fun thing. So that's where making sure that the people who take care of us get taken care of, that's how we can keep the future growing on it. There's a very good chance of that. We've talked with back and forth on a few different sides, and be able to work it. She's got two under two under three right now, right? Two and one, two and two, three and two, two and two. She's got two. She's got two, and so we talked, about ways to make it. And I didn't want her to overcommit to anything, and so we could do a contract basis where that's what it would be, and that we could do for it. Yeah, I want to see your stuff. I want to see your guys' creativity. It's where I shine. I shine. The Rhinestone Revolution. Yes, Robbie. Yes. Yeah. The Rhinestone Revolution, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see it. That's right. We'll use yours. Does anyone else? Well, a lot of people do. And I'll never bash another company because listen, we've used a lot of stones from a lot of places, a lot of great stones, a lot of crap stones. To me, it always comes to the customer service behind there, and I know that I can't even say I think, because I know we have some of the best customer service in the industry, and we're not gonna take no for an answer. You're gonna take care of it for us. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here tomorrow morning. Makers and Movers podcast. Just get over, like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications when we go live. You'll be notified for it. Make rhinestoning great again. That's it. Make rhinestoning great again. I want to see that. We'll come up with the rules and that stuff for it, because maybe that'll be a September thing. We'll run for 2 weeks. Next week's show will be the first show in September. So we'll work on the details for it. But I want to see you guys to be active in the group. I want to see your stuff there. And you never know. There could be mystery stuff in some of these boxes that are going out, just because I feel like saying hi, hello, how are you? Maybe it's kind of like the Willy Wonka chocolate thing, where there'll be a chocolate bar in there. No, it won't, because I don't want it to melt, but we'll put it on there. Um, and we will do there's yeah. Yeah. Because there's some of the stuff that we can do and not have to worry about. Because there's some stuff that I have to like, what's this in inventory? Where's this at? What can we do with it? We can put some stuff in there for it and have a great time with it. So until next time, you guys have an amazing night. Peace, love, press on. We will see you then.